Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Sunday Shit Talk Extravaganza. I'm your host, A.L. Wine, aka Ashton, Ashy, Ashtray, and everybody else knows me in between as an asshole. So welcome in, step right up, come right up. And if you have any grievances, please let's allow us to air them now and share this out to your friends so they can air their grievances too. If anybody would like to, I do have a link pinned on the bottom of the chat there, as you can see it. Yep, see, there's the link. It has pinned. Oh, we have a very, very special guest. If we could. Holy shit, there's an OG.
Hello, brother. I wanted you to know I'm here to answer the challenge to the thumb war, brother.
It's about damn time. This guy right here, he's been ducking me. He's been ducking me, people, telling me his thumbs are small like his T-Rex arms, but it's okay.
Like, fuck you.
Oh no, what happened? So no, I wanted to do this one because I want to kind of just make fun of the drama. I finally figured out my niche in life. I have OG. If I figured out that I am the fence because I can make everybody's drama relatable. Not only that, I can also make fun of it at the same time to the point where I can literally make fun of everybody equally. So,
Good.
I if you would like to join in the thumb war extravaganza, from now on, when people say that they want to fight and they want to have a battle or they want to dox, from now on, my challenge goes as follows. You can either man up or knuckle up, but you best put that thumb out because I declare thumb war. And if they don't, they're pussies and a bunch of bitches. So they have to declare the thumb war. However, I will not be flying anybody out to battle me for Thumb Wars. I will only be accepting challenges via local. You may choose a champion if you wish to be so.
Coward.
You bunch of
Coward.
cowardly bastards, cowards, I tell you. No, I was thinking about this, and I've been thinking about it since the whole speakeasy drama, and since the whole Sarah drama and the Dusty drama. Like, I feel like we could all settle this very easily. Let's all just have a thumb war. If we have a thumb war, is that insane wheels in the chat? Holy shit, insane wheels! It is a pleasure to have you, sir. Mike Balls, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Balls is a great, fabulous entertainer. Um, Definitely has a good show, usually every day. Mikey, if you want to hit the link, brother,
Hello, Mike.
you're more than welcome to come up and challenge to a thumb war as well. Anybody and everybody who has a grievance, I'm now extending the olive branch. Come, come and bring us your thumbs, comrades, for we will thumb war it out. So how have you been, OG?
I just been taking a break, big chilling.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I seen. You weren't live the past like day or so. I was like, oh, I wonder what happened to this motherfucker.
Well, somebody DM me. They bought me a game, and they want me to. It's like I can't say what it is, but it's like Stalker, and it's really, really,
Okay.
really hard. And they want me to get good at it, and they want me to stream and or make a series out of it. But they want me
I
to
wish.
play. They want me to play extreme hardcore, and then they want me to stream permadeath extreme hardcore.
Oh Jesus, Mike Balls,
Yeah, and I'm
congratulations on the drink.
I'm already saying that this is gonna make me so goddamn mad.
But yeah, man, I'm just trying to do a little grifting to make a little extra spending money for the week. I gotta get Jack, my oldest boy, his medicine, and I gotta do a bunch of other things. So if you want to help your boy out, Cash App at the bottom of the screen. Any and all donations are welcome. You could even send me $1, and I will put your name on screen if you want me to. And can you, OG, can you get Miss Donna? Do you have contact with Miss Donna?
Outside of YouTube chat, not really. I
Well,
can send
damn
her
it.
the link on Discord if you want.
Yeah, send her the link on Discord and let her know to come because today is the day we could fulfill the promise that I made. Because I don't like being in debt to people. So I owe Miss Donna a song, whether it be on my stream or your stream. I owe the
Yes, we
nice
do.
lady.
We do owe you a song or owe her a song.
Yes, 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 we do. And now that you're here, hey OG, how do I maybe later on you could help me out in Discord. Um, I don't pay for StreamYard. Can I still send a person a key to my StreamYard even if I don't pay for like the premium?
No,
No. Okay. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. That's logical. Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I was your way in. If you could hit that like button, hit that share button, help your friends by sharing my horrible, horrible content to them and tell them, hey, this is what not to do when streaming. Follow this guy's example and don't do what he does.
do exactly what he does.
Do exactly as I do. Don't
I've been
don't
watching
get
Breaking Bad, and then I looked at when Breaking Bad came out, and like I realized it's almost 20 years old. I'm like,
yeah, dude. Breaking Bad's been a hot minute of a show, brother. What really gets my gears is the factor that I don't know if you remember the show The Unit. It was the like this the Marine Green Delta Force people that were like the unknown branch of the military. Had the black Allstate commercial guy in it. It was a really good like military show.
yeah.
Um, I missed that show, and I was watching it the other day with my wife, and we were kind of like watching it on a stream service. And I looked at the date it was made. It was like 2008, and I was like, this show is literally almost 20 years old now. Why is this show almost 20 years old now? Like,
That's like I was like, damn, that's crazy.
dude, it is. It's fucking insane. I wonder. I wonder if maybe we can get some other people in here. Do you remember? Were you around in Sarah's and stuff when Bass Tweaker was around? Do you remember Bass Tweaker?
Nope.
You don't remember Bass Tweaker? I saw he popped up on my YouTube today, and he had like a debate and stuff on Sarah's at one point in time, and he won it. But it was just like he's like a whole big spurt and a half. He is trying to find. Oh, I don't want that. I don't want that. Oh, I don't want in there. I already did in here. Sorry, guys. I apologize, OG. I'm trying to like share a bunch of stuff out to a bunch of different places as well, so that way I can try to get some people in here, get some laughs, get some rolling troll motions. I hate how you have to change the chat to fucking live chat every single solitary time on YouTube. It's so fucking dumb. YouTube,
It
get your
do
shit
be
together.
dumb as fuck.
Get your shit together, YouTube. Like, oh yeah. Where everybody out on a Sunday? Like, I feel like today would be like a perfect chill hangout kind of
You
beat off.
might be wrong.
I might be wrong. You, sir, are fucking full of shit. Like, so what's coming down the pipe from you here soon, OG? You getting some more archery content in? Are we getting some new
Um,
like
I'm
game
making the
videos?
gun video.
Making the gun videos.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Then I'm trying to make some gaming content as well.
Oh shit. Uh, so maybe I can do this. No, not in me. Okay, never mind. Never mind, OG. I don't know what I'm doing. Hold on. Hold, please. Oh no, dear God, don't do that. Why did I do that? Go back. Why are you OG? OG, I don't know how to do this.
What are you trying to do? What are you trying to do?
I wanted to try to play something and make a fun of it, but now I can't figure out how to share it to my own fucking StreamYard. Like, I can't. How do I do? Oh wait, maybe. Oh, there we go. Aha. Wait, why is it not there? Go back to my StreamYard. Okay, so I got that. So now, I'm figuring this out. So OG,
Yeah.
I would like to make fun of. Let me see here. I was just watching it too. Where did it go? You ever like find something on YouTube and then you're like, all right, sweet, I'm gonna watch this in a little bit, and then it's like you go back to YouTube and it's gone forever.
Yep. That's why I have like 8 billion tabs open.
Dear God. Um, I totally just did this. I just had this up. Why? Why does it have to be gay? So,
Man, this game does not like me. Every time I try to find a particular thing that I need, it be like, nah, this bitch don't exist ever.
He says this bitch don't exist. Get fucked. Stay fucked.
Did you need a car tire? Nope. Did you need 5 car tires? Nope.
Did you need 12 car tires?
That's what it be like, bro. That's what it be like for sure, for sure.
Oh, this is what I wanted to do. Okay, so now I gotta figure out how to do this again. So I'm gonna do a little bit of a reaction to when I was on Beth's on the speakeasy thing. Once I can figure out how to do the timestamp bullshit. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, follow my instructions. Don't be retarded like me. Okay. It's fucking derped out. Here we go. Wait. Okay. Now, OG, tell me if I'm doing this right.
Oh my
Share
god,
screen.
he's shooting. He's shooting.
Share screen.
Oh
Okay.
shit. Those bullets hurt.
Okay. Add to stage. I
What are
apologize.
you?
Tiny human came up to the computer and started yelling at me because I did not give her a full enough bottle.
Good.
Good. Good. All right. So how do I? Okay, we'll do theater mode on this, so that way we'll get rid of this. So then this. Okay, we have that there. And by the way, guys, this is Beth's channel, Culture Reactions. You should go sub to it. You should like it. You should share it with your friends as well. Beth's an awesome lady. She's a very nice lady, very sweet, very kind. Sometimes she can be bitchy though, but it's okay. We respect that. Now I'm going to unmute this. Let me know if it's playing in the StreamYard properly, because it's my first time doing a share within a share. So
pull the avatar off. Let me talk to you face to face like a man. Come on. At least show me a little bit of respect that I give you. No? Not gonna acknowledge it? All right, cool.
Easy. You're in a one-on-one.
Oh,
Nobody
I'm
can
muted.
hear.
That's what's happening.
So this was whenever the whole crash out of everything happened. I kind of was mentally retarded at work because of the fact that I was listening to this and also working a 12-hour day at that point in time. So I apologize if I seem like I don't know what I'm talking about, because I am very tired and don't know what I'm talking about sometimes. So I'm going to, how do I do? Aha, that's it. There we go.
What enemy do I have, motherfucker? What enemy? You tell me an enemy that I have.
An enemy. Did you hear me?
Enemy do I have?
The fucking
I'm biased enough. Whenever I first started YouTube, motherfucker, I've always showed you.
Okay.
Not gonna acknowledge it.
Easy.
All right, cool.
Easy. You're in a one-on-one.
Oh,
Nobody
I'm
can
muted.
hear.
That's what's happening. You don't show me respect, bro.
Yeah, what's
You've talked all types of shit about me in chats. Just shut up about the respect thing, bro. What do you want?
For one, motherfucker, I've always showed you respect. I've even come out in public and said I've respected you for whenever I first started YouTube, motherfucker. So don't try that bullshit with me. For two, I am unbiased in all this bullshit.
You used to do that until I said that it's weird that you hang out with all the fucking enemy, and then you got mad at me because I pointed that out.
What enemy? What enemy do I have, motherfucker? What enemy? You tell me an enemy that I have.
An enemy. Did you hear me?
Exactly. That's your enemy.
So I love how he tries
hang out with people I don't like. How dare you?
How dare you not be part of my tribalist bullshit? How dare you?
Dare you, sir?
Sir, how dare I? How dare I interact with those people who I have come to know knowledge of and respectful of? Oh no, I'm an asshole.
Been listening to what
Ashtray. They gave me another car tire.
Did they give you another car tire?
Yes. Yay! Finally, I got a drill. I needed a drill.
You're gonna need that to put on the car tire, just so you know. But anyway,
I do what I do.
So
you're not even listening to what
I don't care. Fucking dick sucker for skipping
through.
I do have a delay because I'm at work. Daily fucking basis.
Is not. So every YouTuber.
So I did kind of make fun of him for the YouTube thing. Okay, and here's the reason I did that. I work 2 fucking jobs that are back breaking laborious work at both jobs. If I could be a YouTuber like OG or like Speakeasy or like Andrew Wilson or like any other streamer on here like Dusty that has an automatic time to be able to come on here and put a great show together and try to do a cool topic or try to do a cool debate or try to do something like that, then I would love to do it. But in my eyes, and OG can disagree with me on this, and so can anybody else. Personally, I can't look at YouTube as a real job. Quotation marks on the word real. OG does this as a real job and has a really good outcome from it. I do not have the time nor the intellect to be able to do this as a real job. I'm not smart enough, for one, to do the tech stuff, nor am I even competent enough to try to do the overlays.
You don't give yourself enough credit.
Well, I might not give myself enough credit. I just know the facts, bro. Like, I know the facts. I'm smart when it comes to certain topics. I'm smart when it comes to certain things. But when it comes to computers and actual, like, presentations or, like, anything on computers, I am dumber than a box of rocks with it, man. Now, however, you give me a pile of 2x4s, a bucket of nails, and a hammer and say, go build me a shed or go build me a chicken coop, I got that shit down within like an hour or 2 hours worth of work, and I can do it from scratch and not need blueprints or anything to that extent to where I know what I'm doing. So I mean, like, that's where I'm just that's why I made the comment of it's not a real job. So before I get hated on for it and the trolls come for me, I said what I said and meant what I said at the heat of the moment. Could I have said it a little bit better? Yes, very much so. Accountability. That's what today's show is about. Today's show is about accountability and taking accountable actions for yourself and for the things you do. I take accountability for my fuck ups because I fuck up. And when I fuck up, I go, yeah, fuck that up a little bit. Should have done better. And I move on with my day. You know what I mean? Like, it's not something that I'm proud of that I fuck up, but at the same time, I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm not accountable for my own actions. As a man, and OG can even probably testify to this, we have to hold ourselves accountable because nobody else is going to hold us accountable for ourselves other than us. You know what I mean? Like, you have to hold yourself to that standard. If you don't, then
oh my god, I'm gonna punch the fucking screen, bro.
Please don't scream while you're playing a video game.
I just got mauled by fucking wolves, and I'm sitting here pressing 1, and he's like, I just keep pulling out the same empty gun. It's like, no, pull out your other weapon.
Howdy, Big Soda in the chat. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. AKA Confluence HR. AKA Big Keurig. But yeah, no, like it's so weird to me, man. It is. It's so weird that we as men, other men can't
brother,
hold
bro,
themselves accountable.
brother, get used to it because there's an it like it's tribalism. Plain and simple. If you haven't seen my post about it, go look at my post, and it's literally it boils down to hypocrisy and bullshit.
Yeah.
Men let shit go when it's their tribe, or people calling themselves men let shit
Oh,
go when it's their tribe.
yeah.
So,
Well, like, it's
well,
it's just the weirdest thing to me, man. Like it's just the accountability factor. You know what I mean? That's what I've been trying to say. Like it's the accountability of even as men in like you could say let's use the crucible space for an example. And hypothetically, let's use Avarice because he's a
uh,
cool guy. I like Avarice. Um, and let's use Jake Farr. Now, when Tittygate happened and Boobgate happened, as men, we shouldn't just blurt out, "You're showing off your cleavage. You're being a whore." What should have been done, or what could have been done in that situation, could have been a lot easier just by saying, "Hey, I don't appreciate the way you look. Could you possibly put a shirt on? Could you possibly put something up to cover yourself up with a little bit?" And in more of a respectful tone. You know what I mean? Whereas the whole horror comments, the whole you're being, a 304, you're doing this, you're doing that. As a man, to me, that looks like you're being over dramatic over something in society that does not need to be over dramatized. Does that make sense?
uh, hmm, yes.
Okay. Like at least I'm like
No,
following the rabbit hole.
I've learned my lesson because there's been some recent stuff that happened that just makes me be like, they're not right in their actions, but that doesn't mean that I like that doesn't I just don't want to defend the person
Yeah.
that they're talking against just because they've done fuck shit and they're like not a good person, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so I mean, like, we don't have to all be besties on YouTube. We don't all have to be, there's going to be enemies in every camp that you go to. And there's always going to be people that are not going to be exactly like you or mesh well with the things that you do as a person. But the over dramatization of things on YouTube and as a society that we look at, it's weird. It's fucking weird to me, man. It's super weird. It's just I don't understand it, I guess.
Well, there's only one thing that really pisses me off, and it's that people tend to just run with shit, and then
Mhm.
they pretend like you're doing the same thing. It's like, nah.
Yeah, and it's goofy too. Like it's just I get it, man. I'm a Christian. I don't want people out here flaunting their goodies off at everybody to see. I don't want to get online and just see a bunch of big boobs in my face or, a bunch of um wieners hanging out or barely hanging out. But to a certain level, you just kind of have to become an adult and just look at it through the eyes of this is society. This is the world we've created and have allowed to take place and create. Now you're dealing with those societal issues in a non-societal way, and trying to be tribalist didn't work the first time. So what makes you think it'll work now? You know what I mean? Like tribalism only works within a certain sector, within a certain area, and within a certain domain. An entire socialization and social cohesion of a tribe doesn't work. It can't work. We've seen it over time. Ask the Native Americans what happened with their tribes whenever the white man came over. Their tribes didn't mean diddly shit all. They still all got conquered, and the ones that didn't get conquered got converted. Like, But
I mean, not. Yes and no.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's a yes. It's a little bit of A, a little bit of B.
They were easily. It was very easy for our ancestors to use them against one another.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna play a couple more seconds of this interaction.
That just does YouTube isn't a real job.
I do want to just point out, OG, in that picture, you look almost Asian. I'm not trying to be mean because I know.
Mister, I don't dox anybody, but uses my picture and was the first to use it, and then pretends like, oh, I didn't do that, Mister. I can't tell the truth and be responsible for anything.
Exactly.
If I were you, I would want to be me too.
Slant-eyed and everything.
Shut up.
Oh no.
Ashton.
Okay. So I guess
Ashton, I gotta
OG
agree with you.
says this is his job. If you knew,
I'm the same age as you, pussy. I'm 34.
If he knew, run it back.
I'm a little boy. I'm bigger than you.
Can you get to the fucking point or what? Get to the point. What's your point?
Easy. Here's the point, Easy.
Hey, run that back. Run that back. Like, go back about 30, 40 seconds, almost a minute.
Yeah.
Because I stopped caring about this shit and didn't hear a bunch of it.
Well, this is where I was saying, like I said, I could have probably picked it a little bit better not to bring up the YouTube as a job thing. Like I said, at moments in time, I do have mental retardation. Sue me. You know what I mean? So
never apologize.
Here we go.
Not to these people.
Oh, I'm just apologizing to the crowd.
So I guess
Ashton, I gotta agree with
you. OG says this is his job, so that means that's not OG's job. Andrew, it's not his job. Ben Shapiro, it's not his job. What are you talking about, retard?
Easy. I want to back you up.
About?
I want to back you up. Like, Ashton, this shit actually takes a lot of work. Okay.
If you knew how much I fucking made off my channel, you would cry, little boy. You would cry if you knew.
Brother, I am the same age as you, little boy.
No, you're not.
Motherfucker, I'm the same age
that
as
was the gayest shit I've ever heard in my life. That was very gay. Why would anyone cry over someone else's success? That doesn't make any sense to me. That's why I don't like these people. I'm happy for everyone's success, even if I don't like them. It's weird. It's weird behavior.
Yeah, and that's another reason why I said it too. Like the whole job thing. Yeah, okay. I maybe I could have used my words a little bit better, but like he's trying to say I'm a little boy or I'm this. But is he like he's 34? I just turned 34 in July. We're the same age, and one of us has a deeper maturity level and can actually stand on 10 toes and say when shit is being said, hey, this is dumb. Like, this is super, super dumb. Why are you doing this? Because, like, the only gripe, like, granted, Easy might be piece of shit person. He might be. He is. Whatever your opinion may be, that's for you to form your own opinion. My only gripe with him and my only actual resentment towards him is the factor that he acts like he's this big Billy badass. He'll fight everyone. I'm going to fight you. I'm going to fight you. We're going to fight. You wait till I can't wait to get to Texas because mutual combat. I'm going to slap Dusty. You know, we've heard it ad nauseum, but yet there's never any follow through on it. So if you're going to challenge all these people and you're going to say all these fucking things, hold yourself fucking accountable when the time comes. And we all seen what happened when accountability goes out the fucking window and you're actually confronted with something.
Yeah, I just don't like these people. I just don't like these people because they're pieces of shit.
Yeah, like it's just I don't like I don't understand the fucking hardship of holding yourself accountable. What's up, Shintai? And just manning up and saying, "Hey, I shouldn't have challenged you to a fight. That's stupid." Like, Agripolis, good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Like, I don't know, man. I don't get it. I never have. I guess I guess we'll all just never know. Like, but like I said, that was my only gripe on it. Hold on, I'm gonna try to play it.
It's just stupid bullshit.
It is.
You pussy, I'm 34.
Age.
Get
And
fucked.
what? Yeah, you act like
I'm
a
not
little
a
boy.
boy. I'm bigger than you.
Can you get to the fucking
What are
point
you,
or what?
5'9"?
Get to the
Here's the
point. What's your
Easy.
point?
Easy. Here's the point, Easy. As
Yeah.
a man, you should stand up. You should fight for your kids. You should take care of your kids.
I am fighting for my
You
kids,
don't.
not on YouTube.
You don't, though. But you don't, bro.
You can say I don't, but that's because I don't.
And this is where I'm just gonna stop sharing this one because, like I said, this is pointless. It was stupid of me to try to use that argument because it didn't work. But like I said, man, the accountability thing is the age-old question that I just don't understand why people can't hold themselves accountable for their own actions. OG, you do that. You hold yourself accountable for the shit you say.
Nah, man, if you ask the crucifix, I'm an evil hypocrite liar.
We're all evil hypocrite liars. Like, we're all liars, we're all hypocrites. Everybody has an issue with them and everybody has a fucking vice. No one other than the Lord is perfect. So stop trying to be perfect. You know what I mean? No. Like, it's so fucking unreal to me. Like, it's just the accountability anymore in society. It's gone to shit, man.
Doesn't exist.
That's what I mean. Like, it's gone to shit. Like, it's fucked up that how fucked up it's become in the world that you can't even have civil or even uncivil conversations without the "I never did that. I'm an asshole. You're an asshole. No, I'm an asshole." You can't.
My thing is people just afraid to stand on their fucking toes, bro.
Yeah.
Like with Speakeasy and the show in my picture, it's just a picture. I use it. In fact, I've seen the Tootie picture and like everybody acts like it was such a big deal and then it's so blah blah blah. But it's like, bro, y'all just want to use it as drama. Y'all don't even it's not even that y'all see a problem with it.
Even that, like, I haven't seen the 2D picture. I don't know what all is going down.
Literally just me standing at Walmart looking to buy fucking body wash and happy as fuck that I get to take a shower after my house burned down.
Yeah.
And me sleeping under a bridge for 3 days.
Like, I don't know, man. It's just it's so fucking mind baffling to me. And like, I've even had this conversation with my wife. Like, I've had conversations with my boss about this as well. Like, when I go into work and I put my work hat on and I'm at work, if I fuck something up while I'm at work, my first response isn't to try to hide it or try to scapegoat it to somebody else or to the new guy. My first response is I walk into my boss's office, I shut the door behind me, and I go, "Hey, we need to have a conversation because I fucked something up and I need your help to fix it." And her exact words to me every time I do that are, "I wish I had thousands of employees like you." It's just, it's mind-stakingly anguishable that we're living in a society today to where the amount of knowledge that is within our grasp and within our forceps of thought that is available to us is not utilized to the full potential that you could possibly use it to. And accountability as a society and as a culture is, like you said, it's no longer existent. We don't have people that stand in their square and stand up for what they say or mean what they say and then go do the exact opposite of what they said they were doing. We live in that time now, and it's scary. You know, as a father who's raising two little kids, I want my son to hold himself accountable for anything he does. if he goes out and hits a kid with his toy, he knows that there's repercussions for those actions and he's responsible for that consequence. But yet we have grown ass men on the internet who cry and cry and cry about stupid, petty bullshit to the point where they want to challenge another man who's triple their fucking size to a fist fight like nothing's gonna happen. What the what, huh? What do you think is gonna happen when you're in the States or when you're in your own hometown and somebody does run up on you and goes, hey, guess what, this is for Glenn, or oh, guess what, this is for Easy, or guess what, this is for Andrew Wilson, like, and you're getting smacked. You know, we watched the knockout game happen, what, 5-6 years ago? I believe was like the prime time of the knockout game. Like what happened to society to where we sat down with each other as individuals, had conversations that were hard to do and hard to have, and we came to a rational outcome to where both sides got a little bit more of what they wanted and held each other to an accountability claim. What happened to those days? Like it's fucking irritating. And I want to point this out because OG's here. I do have 7 people watching right now, and we have a total of 2 likes. If I could please bend your arm, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, share this with your friends, your family, your coworkers, an asshole at work that you just want to watch squirm because you're sending them another thing to watch. Howdy, Marilyn. Good to see you. I want to try to get my channel to at least 100 subscribers by the end of this month. It is now August 9th. I'm at 81. So we need 19 more new people to come and bless me with their subscription. It would mean the world to me. It would mean the world to my kiddos because my son likes laughing at me while I'm on YouTube. So, yeah, I'd appreciate it. But yeah, like, what are your thoughts, OG, on the accountability aspect?
Good fucking luck.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can eat your food, buddy. I yawned and Tucker was like, hey, I'm eating my food. Is that okay? I'm like, yeah. He was looking at me all sad shit. I'm like, dog.
He's like, Papa, I'm trying to eat and you're disturbing me. Stop that.
Stop it, Papa.
Oh, did I show you? I got. Did I show? I didn't show anybody yet. I got a bearded dragon. I did.
Based.
He's a cute little fucker. Let me see if I can figure out how to do. There we go. I'll turn on my camera because there's nothing on my phone that you can see at this time. So this is just, of course, pictures of the little shithead. And there's a fucking shitty ass glare. But that's my baby bearded dragon.
I don't know how you motherfuckers do this shit on your phone.
I'm not on my phone. I'm on my laptop.
Oh.
I'm not on my phone. Look, my phone's in my hand, OG.
That explains how you do it on your phone.
Yeah.
I wasn't looking, okay?
Look at the screen at the pretty bearded dragon. Look at it. Look at his face.
Oh,
look at his face.
Nope. I don't think I will.
He is cute. He's my little buddy. He'll sit there and eat like super worms and shit right off my arm and off my hands.
What the fuck is a super worm?
It looks like a mealworm, but it has legs and like little wee like feet on the top of it. It's weird. It's weird looking. It's a weird looking bug.
What the fuck is that?
Like,
the hell?
What the hell you say? And also I have. Do I still have? Yeah, I do. I have the link pinned. Anybody is more than welcome to hit that StreamYard link. If you want to come out, air some grievances out, or talk about some accountability, you're more than welcome to hop up in the studio and air your grievances. Hell, maybe you'll even put your thumb up. and we'll duke it out like men, Thumbwar style. But OG, what do you think? And I've been wanting to ask people this too. What are your thoughts on going back to the old school ways of accountability and a culture of accountability? I'm not saying like a tribalistic society, but like more of a how would I even put that? More of a society
As
that
long
holds
as long as you have distance between people, you're always gonna have cowards that get on the internet and run their mouth and just say retarded shit. So there's not gonna be an ability for accountability. The only way you can have accountability is if they're within walking distance. Because if you were my neighbor, if Speakeasy was my neighbor and he taught the shit he would, I would literally just go knock on his door when he answers, slap the dog shit out of him.
Yeah. So that's what I mean, though. Like, how do we fix that kind of culture? How do we bring it back to a time where respect was king, and you didn't just give respect; you earned the respect? How do we get back to that?
That's the neat part, Bucko. You don't. Because here's my philosophy: is like we all get rose-tinted glasses for shit, but it really wasn't. There's always been cowards that ran their cocksuckers. There's always been fucking douchebags. There's always been fucking pussy ass fucking dumbasses.
Yeah.
There's always been these fucking retards.
Yeah. I mean, what I love the most about it, and this is what kind of makes me laugh at the same time as loving it. I love the fact that we can say that we're all so-called Christians, but then at the same time sit there and point blank wish death on people, or just say stupid or irreprehensible things to each other, to the point where it's like, how do you call yourself a God-fearing Christian, yet in the same breath acting like a Satanist that doesn't care about what he says?
Called hypocrisy and a grifter.
Yeah, I guess that works.
It's just
but that's why I don't like, you know what I mean? I don't like the factor of non-accountability. I think accountability and shame and respect and all those things need to make a bigger comeback.
See, I don't disagree. The problem is the people that agree with us won't hold their side, won't hold their people that way. They'll say time and time again they believe in shame, they believe in accountability, they believe in holding people to standards, but they don't do it for their own, if that makes sense.
And this is why I wish like somebody other than us would come up. Like, I wish other people from all those sides would come to here and say and have this conversation. Like, have the fucking adult conversation. Don't fucking go off feeling in my fifis and your fifis and their fifis. Let's have an actual conversation about how accountability can fucking make things work better for us as a society. You know, I want to kind of pull a Jack Talcott, not live without fear. Let's live with accountability. Let's hold ourselves like Jesus wanted us to a certain level of accountability for our own actions. And let's have that conversation. Now, there is somebody in the back. I'm going to bring them up. That's not a problem. OG, how do I do the thing where I put myself full screen, and when I click on the person, it doesn't add them to stage? Like, it adds them to stage, but only I can see them in the back.
Like that, like you're doing now. Make sure that you're done.
Okay. Marilyn, is that you?
Yes. Hey.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. Hi. Hello, Marilyn. How are you? Welcome to my stream. This is the first one you've been a part of on the panel.
I've been over here plenty of times.
No, I meant like this is the first time you've actually been on screen and on the panel.
Yeah, that's true. What's up?
Nothing. We're talking accountability, and I think, and this is one of those things where I think that this would actually have a good time for having your opinion on it. Marilyn, how do you feel about holding people accountable, and how do you feel about holding yourself accountable for your own actions?
Well, I'm not really sure about that because I feel like we all just do our best for like what we are dealt in the moment and what we feel is best in the moment. But this situation does irritate me because I did have a conversation about this over at JS's today, and they had a stream not too long ago about I guess everybody attacking Easy and his wife and like really getting personal with like addresses and children and stuff and really making it seem like you guys just won't stop and you're taking it to dangerous levels and you guys are the like total bad guys and they don't do anything wrong ever. They're just the victim. I mean, they know they talk shit and we all know they talk shit. But
Who the fuck did anything with addresses though? See, they outright just fucking lie.
They just come up with all sorts of shit that they saying you're getting too personal and that they're not doing stuff like that to y'all. Like having Easy's ex up on the stream, just spilling all his business and stuff. Like he doesn't feel
He can just sit there. He can just sit there for. This is the thing. They won't hold their side accountable. They won't do what needs to be done to hold them accountable. And this is what I'm telling Ashton. Like you can talk about accountability all you want, but until you have an agreement where people will hold certain shit accountable, that's all it is talk.
But like I don't know quite like what do you mean? What do they need to hold themselves accountable for that they're not doing now?
Well, for one, Easy outright tried to fucking dox me by posting my picture a few months ago. First and foremost, while saying he doesn't do it. Alicia tried to dox Grid by going and looking in his fucking at his shit, and that's the thing. Like you, by looking at his shit, I mean, fucking
his lawsuits and shit.
No. She wanted his LinkedIn.
Oh.
And tried to do that fuckery. Then fucking. And here's another annoyance. Like, they fucking rove around like packs of wolves looking for fucking trouble.
I didn't know that. I mean...
I mean, if you want to know the truth about it...
Go ahead, OG.
If you want to know the truth about it, they're likely to show up here just because Ashton's talking about them. And start a bunch of problems here, bitch and complain.
Well, they can try. They can try to show up here. They can try to start shit, but that's fine. Because as I stated since my first stream with Sasquatch, with Chuck, and all them here, my home is a neutral ground. I have always been a neutral person within all creators' spaces. That is how the respect will be given to me on my own platform. And Marilyn, my biggest gripe with Speakeasy is not the factor that he's a piece of shit. It's not the factor that, yes, there's a tit for tat game going on to where Easy's trying to do this, other people are doing this to Easy. My biggest fucking complaint with him is the fact that he is 5'9", 135 pounds soaking wet, and he thinks he's the biggest tough guy gangster on the fucking face of the internet. I'm sorry, sweetheart. You're not built that way. And if that hurts your feelings, get the fuck over it. Hold yourself as a man who claims to be a Christian, who has claimed that he is no longer a degen. If you're going to claim those things, then hold your own feet to the fire and accountability and stop being a bitch. Stop acting like you are this moral arbiter of grandeur and you're not even close to being a holy saint. That's my biggest gripe with the factor of the bullshit. And I agree with OG on that too. There's a tribalism infection that goes along with the spaces that we frequently visit, whether it be Jake Vars, who I have nothing but respect for. He's never done shit to me. Him and OG might have beef, but that doesn't carry over to everybody else that is involved.
What do you think would take to stop it? Y'all
accountability. Accountability would stop it. If you hold yourself accountable for your own actions and you come out publicly and you go, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't have fucking challenged 16 people to a fight, knowing I can't fucking win, knowing that I won't actually fist fight or hold my own end of it and say, you know what? Let's do this shit man to man. Your own accountability will.
At least she threatened to fight me too, like, and then tried to say that I'm the one that wanted to fight her, like, totally turned it around, like.
Listen, this is my new challenge to everybody. From that here on out, here on out, hear me out.
Fight you.
If you want to fight me, and you want to truly do it, we're thumb war first. If you win the thumb war, then we'll scrap. If you lose the thumb war, you man up, you apologize, and you call it a fucking day.
Based. Y'all should apologize. Y'all should be friends. Everybody.
I'm not apologizing.
Fuck that.
I will not apologize to people who don't hold themselves accountable. I'm not doing it.
It's fair.
If you can't hold yourself to an accountability as a Christian man or as a Christian person, then you don't reserve the respect of being apologized to when you yourself commit the more of the audacious atrocities towards other people.
Right.
It's literally just being a cry bully, man.
Yes. It's exactly what it is. It's cry bully tactics 101.
They'll talk shit about 10th man, but
class.
Yeah,
I was about to say they'll talk shit on 10th man and do the same fucking shit.
And that's nothing against 10th man too. Like I respect the hell out of 10th man. You know, yeah, we've had our squabbles. Here's the thing, and this is where I go with respect. If you can stand in your own square and
I'll be throwing that respect word around loosely, and I ain't even just going after 10th man.
But yeah, it's just a factor of what this is the way I look at it. If you're not man enough to sit there and say, maybe I made a mistake here, maybe I was wrong, maybe I shouldn't have made fun of these people, thus causing this troll war to happen. Stop being the piece of shit that they're attacking you on. Maybe that could fix an issue or two.
I don't
stop,
know. Like
stop moving
side. I've always been like, I'll never choose easy side because they are assholes and they do something terrible for no reason. But like them like trying to put y'all on blast and saying y'all just won't stop and you know just
and I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop. He fucked up when he showed my picture and allowed my docs to be in his Discord and then acted like he did nothing wrong and was a lying piece of shit hypocrite. Yeah, he fucked up. Boo-hoo.
Yeah. Like, and that's the point of accountability.
Dumb as
you
if have a reason to be mad at him.
But there is reasons to be mad at him when you're not when he and I didn't want it all that easy. There's other things in the world that occur that are not just easy doing. But for example, when you're sitting here saying you're a great Christian person, you're now a Christian, you know, you live your life by the Bible, you live your life by the way of the Orthodox Church, and you look at a woman and you say, I would smack the fuck out of you if you were right in front of me. I'm sorry, your Christian ethics now go out the window, and you are now below
them. They've never had them.
It's like
I get it. I get it.
You can't claim Christianhood and then act like a fucking DJ and act like a fucking.
It's literally worse than Muslims.
Yes, these Muslims stand on what the fuck they mean.
Free behavior.
Like, at least the Muslim will tell you to your face that you're a fucking.
They want to conquer you, kill you, destroy, take your family.
Like, at least they're honest to your face about it. These so-called Christians will do it behind your fucking back.
Because they're grifting. Like the negative version of grifting, not the I just want to make money and do this shit. Like,
yeah.
If you're gonna say I believe in something, I'm gonna hold your feet to the fire. Like they believe in something.
Yeah. And when somebody asks me or somebody comes to me and says, "Oh, you call yourself a Christian? Why can't you quote Bible verses?" One, I call myself a Christian, but I'm not a very good Christian. Okay, I don't go to church every time. I don't have really a church that I go to regularly, but I know enough of the Bible to know the teachings of the Bible and to know that the path that I'm on now is a lot different than the path that I used to be on. And I think I've changed. And I've changed for the better. And I've changed to be a better man, a better person, and a better father, and a better husband. still does not give me a right to not be accountable for the previous actions that I have done. I was a shit person fucking 10 years ago. I'm still an asshole.
I just find it the most funniest thing in the world that we can hold women accountable for dressing like whores, but we can't hold men accountable for not taking care of their children.
That was gonna be my next point. How are you in my brain, OG? How are you there? Get out of there. It's not safe for you.
Because anybody who's passive, anybody who's a decent human being that has passively observed this situation sees it for exactly what it is, and it's just a bunch of douchebags protecting their brother. Their not even their brother in Christ. Their brother in fucking what's it called?
Their brother
in frat. No, their brother in frat house is what they're protecting.
And fraternity.
Yeah, their brother in fraternity.
That's the kind of shit that I'm talking about, man. Like,
so from my experience, they do throw the rocks first and then play victim and say you throw rocks at them, and when you're only reacting to them being nasty and mean first. So I get it. I get it. Well, thanks for backing me up. I just wanted some clarity at myself.
Okay, well, Marilyn, you are, like I said, you are always welcome. You're more than welcome to hang out and chat with us if you want to stay up. I'm not forcing you to.
I hang out on both sides, unfortunately. So I really don't.
I hang out with everyone. Like you. I hang out on both sides. I can go into Dusty's and laugh and crack jokes all day, or I could go into the Crucible and watch Andrew destroy somebody in a debate.
Yeah, they banned from the Crucible.
But like, it's just, I just don't understand it. Like, from a woman's perspective, Marilyn, and then I can let you go after this question, after you answer this question. From a woman's perspective, if you have a best friend and your girl best friend is dressing unmodestly and she's being a little bit of a hoe, do you confront her about it and tell her, hey, you're kind of fucking up right now. I think you should take a step back and look at your life maybe for a moment? Or do you just let it happen and go, you do you, queen, you slay?
No, I would definitely be like I would definitely be hinting around and stuff and be like, girl, no, or no, that, like, don't use it. I would be saying stuff. But like on the same note, like, I don't feel like I don't feel like most people should get involved in it if they've got a partner, if they've got someone that they belong to and stuff. I feel like that should be between them. Like, if one man likes his wife to have her cleavage out and another man's pissed about it, like, that's not that's not okay. That's not okay. He needs to warden. You need to warden the people that belong to you and not of everybody. Like,
okay. So police your own household, not the whole world.
Exactly. Police your own household, but don't, like, I wouldn't be hanging out with my best friend if she started dressing slutty and doing crazy things, because I'd be like, now I'm in danger, so like I would distance myself and there would be repercussions for being belligerent and, acting like that. I mean, there are repercussions, but I'm not going to like blast her or anything.
Okay.
My best friend.
Marilyn, if you wanna drop down, you're more than welcome to. Like I said, you're always welcome here. My home is a neutral ground for everyone, for all of us that call ourselves the fence sitters, that support everybody, that hang out with everybody. Allow my channel to be your home.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that, and always good to see you too, OG. Love y'all.
Hello, Marilyn. Good to see you as well, darling.
Time.
What annoys me is it's the cry bully. I've never liked cry bullies. I didn't like 10th Man when he did it. Don't like Speakeasy and them when they do it. Like,
yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, I really could care less. Like,
yeah, it's like, to me though, like, this is where I kind of lose my shit on it. It's the factor of the fakeness mixed with the factor of the grifting, mixed with the factor of I can do whatever I want in my square. You're not allowed to do what you want in your own square. and for that you're a fucker. Like that's the shit that irritates me the most. Like I can go online, call these 304s, but then when you call me a crybaby, I'm offended. If you can dish out harsh fucking rhetoric and harsh tones to other people, then you yourself should be able to
Well,
handle the factor of a harsh.
they're all want to be orthodox. So let me say this: on whose authority? Because that's their favorite thing to say to me when we're talking about the Bible. On whose authority do you question these people?
Yes, exactly. Like you have, if you are not if you are not an actual full-fledged representative of the fucking church, you don't get to preach the church values and not use certain values as well. And that's the biggest gripe I've ever had with any religion, any of them. You preach these things, but yet your followers and your churches and your goers do not follow these things. Why? Why is it okay for you to preach it, but yet not follow it? Can anybody answer that for me?
Hypocrisy at its finest.
Hypocrisy. Yeah, it's fucking bullshit. It is. Like, it's retarded. Like, don't yell at a girl for having her tits hanging out and then go chastise some other guy because he said something nice to a girl online for being a simp, but then whenever it's redirected at you and you're made fun of because you chastised the woman with her tits out and you called other guy a simp, you cry about it because your feelings are hurt because you were told and put in your place. That that's not you being a man, that's being a bitch, and it's not respected. Like, I lose respect when you can hold yourself to a certain standard but not allow other people the same grace of your standard. Like hypocrisy is fucked. It is.
It's just always been weird to me.
Me too, man. Me too.
It's not even the hypocritical part. It's just the micromanaging, and I call myself a fascist. The micromanaging part of it is what I don't
get. It's super goofy. Denizen, good to see you, brother. You're more than welcome to hop your fucking fancy ass up here if you'd like. Oh, OG, can you do me a favor? Can you type in chat real quick for me? I can't remember if I made you a mod on the channel or not. This motherfucker. He said no. Like,
how about no?
How about no? Fancy? I mean, I'm trying to be fancy up here, Denizen, but I'm not very good at fancy. Maybe you could come up and give a brother a tip or two.
He was calling you gay, Denizen. He was calling you soap. He was calling you. Oh God, they shoot me.
Did you lose your tire again, OG? Or do you
no, I'm just walking down the railroad track, and then I just hear a fucking the cycle of an AK go doo 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 doo, and I'm like, oh God, I don't know if they shooting at me or somebody else.
Yes, Denizen, just the tip, sir, only for you. But yeah, but no, Denizen, we're talking about accountability and holding yourself accountable and holding others accountable, and then trying to hold others accountable when you yourself are not accountable to your own actions. That's kind of what the show was today. And anybody, like I said, anybody and all are welcome to come up and BS with me and OG about it, or share your thoughts, share your views. But yeah, I don't understand it, man. I just don't get it.
What is there not to understand?
I just don't understand how as a society we've fallen this far. Like that's where I don't understand it, OG. As a society, like growing up as a kid in the 90s and in the early 2000s in a smaller rural town or even a smaller city, we had to be accountable. My mom had to be accountable for her actions. My dad had to be accountable for his actions. Like, our grandparents had to hold themselves to accountable for their own actions. Now, in the modern age, not even 15, 20 years have passed. The world's gone to shit, and it's not getting any better. Yet we've had more churches, we've had more religions, we've had more societal conscripts that have gone rogue. Like, we have all these fancy things.
Because
But yet,
the answer isn't more churches. The answer is like genuinely just trying to be better.
yeah, just be a
That's
better
the problem.
person. Be
You
a better
can you
human being.
that's why I don't agree with the orthodoxy. Like, you can be a better person without the church.
Yeah. Look at me. Like, look at me. I don't belong to a church. I don't belong to any of that, but I try to be a decent human being. I try to hold myself to a standard of accountability to where I know my actions have consequences and I know what they can cause. And if anybody, like I said, if anybody has a thought and they want to have a conversation about it, please come on over. If you're from the Crucible side, if you're from the Panelverse side, if you're from the fucking depths of hell itself, come on up.
Only if you're a
Let's talk.
succubus. Only if you're a succubus.
Oh, man,
Because
fuck
I'm
okay,
just
OG, you
saying.
can have the succubus. OG, you can have.
I'm just saying, like, if you're a vile, filthy whore succubus, then come on up and drop your number in the background.
drop your name in the chat. Drop your number in the background of the digits.
Hit me up in Discord.
Hit me up in Discord.
I'm doing quite well right now, and I just feel like I need my life ruined again. I need to learn some new lessons.
I need to be taught a new way of ruining my life. Please and thank you. Like, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, for the 7, 8, or 6 people that have been watching this show, please, I do genuinely appreciate you being here. I appreciate the conversations that me and OG can have and that other people can have. Hi, Pharmacat. Good to see you, dear. Stop. If you're more than welcome to come up and yell at us if you'd like to. You can try. Bless your heart.
She can yell at you. Ain't nobody yelling at me.
No, Pharmacat will just put you in her freezer outside in her fucking garage. Like,
Ain't word.
what in the world?
Oh, hold on. There's a vile evil succubus.
There's a succubus calling OG. See, ask and he shall receive. Thank you, Pharmacat, though. I do appreciate your kind words. I really do. I need to make you a mod too, because you would make me a mod in your show. So let me. And while OG's taking his phone call, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is a wonderful show. It's a great opportunity. I've been streaming now for an hour and 8 minutes and 35 seconds. I would like to please, if you could, please help a poor boy. Please send us some money, some dara, some mura, possibly, if you could find it in your heart of hearts, in your soul of souls, and in your cockles of your heart. Could you please send us some money? Send some hard-earned dollars to a well-liked, well-rounded individual who would like to make your day a little brighter and a little better. I'm also grifting so that I can put some money back so that I can buy more things for my son for his big first grade trip to first grade and to school. So if you could please find it in the cockles of your heart and please send me money, I would appreciate your donor. I would appreciate your thoughts and prayers, and I would appreciate your likes. So please do all those things and more. I know, gee, that was a horrible grift. Everybody's gonna laugh at me. Alien anal probes are not the same as succubi, OG. No, they are not, Shintai. One is a face hugger, the other one's a butt hugger. So technically, you are right. But, and guys, like I said, it's mind baffling to me that the accountability of our generations has gone from a downhill spiral to a vortex to a hurricane of hell. And I think that as men, as women, and as individuals, we should change this. We should make sure that we're holding each other to the accountability of ourselves, but not only that, hold ourselves accountable to the way we need to be and act. So if you're just here to cause shit, start shit, and do shit, then maybe you should rethink and look at your own decisions in life and rethink the things that you've done. If you're there just to cause hell and chaos, well, then cause hell and chaos. But just hold yourself accountable when that same hell and chaos comes back to you tenfold and you're getting shit on by other people that are doing it better than you did. Because you can't cry when you're getting hit by the same thing against yourself. Like it's mind-boggling numb to say the least. It is. 1 second here. Oh no, I'm losing people. What can I do to make you people laugh, cry, or possibly even want to hate me? Can we get some suggestions? Shall I start a Perez Hilton type scream? No, let's not do that because that was insane and I would get immediately booted off YouTube. How about, hmm, does anybody in the chat or anybody on the YouTubes have questions? Does anybody want to know more? Does anybody want to hear more about me, about OG, about the accountability that we need to hold each other accountable to? Like what really gets your gears going and really, grinds them to the point of you want to break out? Hmm. I think people feel helpless and powerless in their real lives, so they try to project power and flex what they think is control online to feel like they matter to something. Yeah, I agree, Shintai. I do truly agree. Like it's really scary that you have a persona online that you know in real life would get your ass kicked, or you have a persona online that you are the smartest person in the space that you're in, but yet you can't contain yourself to that area to the point where you can't try to do new things. Um, and yeah, I kind of agree. Like it is kind of funny that when people have this power or they have this little bit of flex that they can try to use, then it's better than now, not better than now. Let me see. I wanted to try to find. There was a video. Maybe I can find it while I'm talking to you guys. Trying to see. I have like 16 different tabs open, so I apologize for the delay on things. I wish there was an easier way to click on stuff, but there's not. Can it still have it? No, he doesn't. Damn it. Shinta, what are your thoughts on accountability? What is everybody's thoughts on accountability? Does anybody else have thoughts, concerns, or need to understand things? 1 second, I just gotta take a quick phone call. I'm still here, guys. My apologies. My apologies. My lovely, adorable wife called, so I had to kind of answer her because she is my one and only succubus. My opinion would be popular, and I just woke up, so I don't want to argue over trying to defend it. Shinzai, you don't have to argue. You can say your opinion openly and freely, and you will not be judged. However, I will ask follow-up questions. But if you don't want to, you don't have to. Um, Abby, what's your opinion on accountability, Abby? Miss, I agree with you, Shintai. um, I'm trying to find a video that kind of sums up a little bit of everything. And let me see here. Talks of fountains. So let me see here. OG, can you hear me? Possibly. Does anybody know in chat if the whatever podcast does like very strict copyright infringement? Abby, it is like 7 o'clock my time here in the States. I forgot that you're, one of those cool people that get to live in other countries with cooler stuff. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Let's pull this up because this kind of looks pretty fun. I want to see something here, and this might be something that'll tickle some fancies and possibly even get us some reaction out of some people. Especially Monday. Abby, how's the future? It's still Sunday where I am. People I don't know. Don't respect me. I just don't personally care about holding people I don't know, don't respect me, and I don't respect accountable for things when I wouldn't listen to their opinions about how I act. That's fair. See, that's the kind of thing, Shintai, that is, it's a very, very fair opinion and a very fair statement because of the factor that, we have a world like this. So I'm going to rewind this to the beginning. Like I said, I apologize. My tech skills are shit. But this is from the Whatever podcast. This is just a short clip of a talk about the female accountability. But you can relate it to male and female. Oh, no sound. Hold on. I need the audio.
Oil and water. Why is that? Is it about women and accountability to where the two are just like oil and water? Why is that?
Well, how often do we really hold them accountable?
It's very rare.
Sure.
I guess just the pattern that I've noticed is like it's a constant process of emotional justification for their actions without admitting that it was a mistake.
I think it's
that is what can be also shared by both parties. That can be shared by man and woman. Holding yourself accountable for in your emotional justifications of your actions to see what is going on and to see what's happening in the world around you and to show that, it is like oil and water with women and men. I think men are worse when it comes to the accountability in the online spaces and in the things that we do, to the point where we have these things that frankly people just need to hold themselves accountable for, such as your own actions, such as, anything else.
It's not necessarily because in their heart of hearts they believe it.
Yeah.
It's because it works. Like every time the cop lets the woman off the hook for the speeding ticket because she's crying, it just trains that kind of behavior in women.
Okay.
Like
so in women and in men. we have this same thing with men too, to where if it's not necessarily the cop scenario, but we have it with the online spaces that we all frequent. It's the factor of, if I cry harder and I act tougher, or if I showboat more, people are either going to leave me alone, they're going to hold me, it's going to justify my outrage against this thing, or it's going to sit there and not justify anything of what I'm saying, and I'm just going to look like a fool. That can happen for both. That's not just a female thing. Like, I understand they're talking about female accountability, but accountability is accountability, whichever way you dice it. If you're not holding yourself to the standard, you can't bitch about the standard.
To what extent has acting in that way caused the dad to let up when she was a girl?
There's a quote from Socrates that goes, "Trust not a woman when she weeps, for it is her nature to weep when she wants her will." Thoughts on that?
And I mean, that can also be shared by men. Men cry just as much as women do on certain things emotionally and on certain things over the internet. For fuck's sakes, we watched in real time people crash out because they were being dumb and got caught being dumb. So now they're trying to pull this moral arbiter of hope and justice and credence that they just can't pull. Women get away with it with tears. Men get away with it by, I'm the loudest talking asshole in the room. It doesn't work. Go back to holding yourself justifiable and accountable for what you have caused on your own actions. Don't try to, as a man, don't try to fist fight somebody because you had a disagreement, because you got yelled at or you got made fun of. Talk it out. Hold yourself and your own actions accountable. Like, it's scary how much it works, and it's also scary how much it doesn't work in a certain degree. You know, I wish that we all could have accountability for each other, and then you realize that the accountability doesn't matter. It's just it's a turd in the wind that's floating down the wind anyway. And you know, I don't think it's something that should be happening. Trying to find accountability for men. So this video that I'm about to share on here, I don't know the channel. It was just one of the first ones that popped up, but I've definitely seen it before. The guy looked very familiar. I don't want to steal all this stuff, and I don't want to say that this is all 100%. But I do want to show this, because I think this fits perfectly for the Crucible crew. This fits perfectly for the Panelverse. This fits perfectly for everybody, and the accountability factor.
Convince you that holding him accountable for his never let a man convince you that holding him accountable for his actions means you are creating negativity, stress, or drama. If he didn't want the responsibility of loving you properly, he shouldn't have signed up for it.
And like that, you can kind of, at the tail end, it's about love, but you can kind of hold the first part of that sentence true. If you can't hold that man accountable for what he's doing, and he can't hold himself accountable for his own actions, then he never should have signed up for being in that place. He never should have came out as that person, because it doesn't end well for you. It doesn't allow other things to flourish and other things to happen. You have to have yourself accountable, and you have to have yourself, to a certain extent, held accountable by other people around you. But at the same time, you have to be able to look at yourself in the mirror and say, hey, I fucked up. Hey, I made a mistake. It's okay. It's okay to make a mistake. It's okay to fuck up. It's okay to say the wrong thing at the wrong time at the wrong place. But don't scapegoat your anger onto other people because you fucked up and you're not man enough to hold yourself to that standard. That's not how life works. Life sucks. Life is hard. Life will throw curveballs at you to the point where you feel like you're going to get knocked down and you're not going to be able to get back up. But the best thing you can do is stand back up on your feet, hold yourself as a man or a woman accountable for yourself and what you have to do, and just go on. Don't quit. Don't snap out at other people because your feelings were hurt by an anonymous person on the internet when you yourself are not holding yourself to the standard of which you seem or deem worthy enough. If you're going to be a Christian and you're going to hold a moral grandeur about Christianity and Jesus and belief of Christ and belief of religion, and these teachings are there because we should be better men, and then you look at other people and call them whores and call them sinners and tell them they're not real Christians and that they're not as holy as you and they don't go to church and they don't do this or they don't do that. You don't get to have that right because you're holding your own accountability to the fire. You're not holding yourself to accountable meanings to where you have the right or the respect level to be able to do so. And that's the irritating part about it. That's the thing about drama and about the entertainment aspect of drama that gets people to view it, that gets people to come through. Like, yeah. The issue is when 20 people. Oh, okay, hold on. Shintai, I'm gonna bring this up just because it's kind of cool. The issue is when 20 people all see my action differently, all decide it's their job to hold me accountable in a way they think I should behave. What makes me actually accountable to them? So when 20 people are looking at you in a different way and saying that you should try something different, and they all could have a different opinion of the way you should behave, what holds you accountable, what makes you actually accountable to the factor, is the factor of whether you can stand up and say, I did this of my own thing and I stand 10 toes down on it, or you flip flop like pancakes and you don't really hold the standards of what you're saying. In my opinion, you know, if you're behaving a certain way and people are not holding you and trying to hold you to an account that you yourself don't recognize, then you'll never be accountable to them because you're not gonna be holding yourself to that standard. But if you as a person hold yourself accountable for the actions that you do and the things you say, even if people think it should be differently, and you're still holding your own accountability, like I'm not going to do X because this is not who I am, or I'm not going to say certain thing Y because I'm not saying that because it's not what I believe, then that's you holding yourself accountable. Whether they see the accountability factor or not is on them, but if you yourself are holding your own standards of means of accountability, then you don't have to be accountable to everybody else. You have to be accountable for you and yourself. And if you're a husband, you have to be accountable for you, your wife, and your children. You're responsible. When you're a husband, you're responsible for your wife. When you're a father, you're responsible for your kids. So you as a father or as a husband have to hold your own accountability in check of those around you. So if my wife goes out of the house dressing like a hooker on the 3rd Street corner in the middle of the ghetto, it's my job as her husband to tell her, hey, don't do that. Go change. I'm holding the accountability of her dressing behavior as you're making me look bad, and I don't want us to look in that light because of X reason. If she then goes in, changes her outfit, and comes back out in a more respectful outfit, and we go out and have dinner, that's the accountability. That's her taking responsibility for her actions, correcting the mistake that she made, and fixing the issue without drama, yelling, screaming, or anything to that extent. You know, it's not hard to do. It's not hard. Yeah, exactly. Exactly the point, Shintai. I am accountable to the things and people I'm responsible for. I'm not accountable for things and people that aren't responsible for me. Exactly. As a society, when you're broadening the stroke to society and you're broadening the stroke to actual societal means, the accountability, if we all hold ourselves accountable for our own actions and we all hold each other accountable for, let's say, insane actions, such as murder, such as um, diddling of minors, that's something that we can hold society as accountable for because we have things like jail, we have things like mental institutions, we have things that are a consequence of said action that you did. The accountability comes to it as I fucked up. Now I'm accountable to hold myself, whether it be in jail, whether it be in a mental hospital, whether it be in your own home. You are now accountable for the cause of your own actions. You can't sit back, cry, and bitch. Thank you, Chuck. You're a sexy beast. Hold on one second. I'm gonna finish this rant, and then I'm gonna acknowledge your money. Um, you can't cry about it when you when you've looked in the mirror and you've held yourself accountable. You can't cry about other people then trying to hold you accountable for the thing you fucked up on. Societally, that's what's changed. We no longer look at our friends and neighbors and go, "Hey, uh, I heard Joe down there kicked your dog. Did you kick him back?" Like, we don't have the come up to you and say, "Hey, I don't think it's right that you just screamed at that woman's face because her boobs are hanging out." Granted, I don't think her boobs should be hanging out, but I don't think it's right that you just screamed at her and called her all these names for no reason when that's not your wife, that's not your girlfriend, and that's not your daughter, and that's not your mother, that's not your sister. You have to hold accountability in your own hand. And with the accountability comes responsibility. With the responsibility comes consequences. With consequences comes whatever the consequences may be. If I put a box of Legos on the floor with my kids to play with and I don't pick up the Legos and I step on them, I'm now the result of the consequence is me not picking up my own kids' toys and stepping on a fucking Lego. And everybody knows that shit hurts worse than fucking stepping on thumbtacks. And I would like to point out a special thank you to the man, the myth, the legend, Chuck in Tennessee, for his wonderful, generous donation to Cash App. Chuck, you are a sexy, lovable man, and I don't care what anybody says about you. You're always welcome here in my home. And if you want to hop up here, old timer, by all means, hop up here. I'll let you in. You're a great man, wonderful man. Some say the best. Some say he's an old asshole. I say he's an old man, but he's cranky and he's awesome. Let him up. Gossip is poisonous. Keep your moral compass. Exactly. Yeah. And I think Abby, as a response, we have to keep our own moral compass, but at the same time, I think people's moral compasses are a little fucked up sometimes. And I think checking that moral compass and checking that person is a good thing in societal means, but it's also one of those things to where you have to do it the right way. You can't just run up to somebody with their boobs hanging out and go, "You're a whore, you're a whore, your boobs are hanging out, you're a whore, put your tits away." That doesn't work. That's not how a society should be ran. If that's how you think a society should be ran, I don't want to live in that society. That's not the way our grandfathers and grandmothers came up in the world. That's not how real men act. You don't just see, like, you're telling me that if you see a random girl with her boobs hanging out at a park or at a water park, that you walk up to her and go, "Your boobs are hanging out." That's where I disagree with your view. I think it wasn't supposed to be society as a whole that kept me accountable. It was the family structure. We have offloaded that responsibility. Yeah. Yeah. And you know what, Shintai? I agree I agree with you as a structure for a family. It should be the family that holds you accountable for the action and you yourself. But I think when we had more of that as a society, more of a family structure, more of a home life, more of a, mom and dad are in the house cooking and dad's watching TV and the kids are running around. When we had all those things put in place, we had a lot better of society. And we did. We had when we had a nuclear family, when we had an actual nuclear family and we had actual people holding themselves and holding their kids accountable for their actions. And I think that's why me growing up in the era of that I did, um, it's I grew up in a time where if my grandfather or my grandmother looked at me and said, "Hey, you're not going to act like that in front of this people at this diner, or you're going to get your head knocked off your shoulders." That was the accountability. Or when I got into a fist fight at school and I came home that day and my stepdad looks at me and goes, "What the hell were you doing in school today?" Oh, well, I got into a fist fight because the kid was picking at me, he was talking shit, he was doing this, and I decided it was finally time to shut him up. That's accountability. That's the way you hold yourself when you're a young man or you're a young lady. You need to take responsibilities for your own actions, take responsibility for the fact that you fucked up and you need to walk away, or you fucked up and you did certain things. Yeah, but hold on. I fall short on this one. Ephesians 4:29. Do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouths, but only what is good for building up others. Yeah. The same guy who thinks he has the right to tell a woman to put her boobs away, walk past five morbidly obese women to talk to the one that personally offended him. Yeah, yeah, it's another one. That's another good thing, man. Like that is family, not society on internet. Well, Abby, here's the thing though, and here's more of a question then. Do you think that as as a society that the family, how do I put this without sounding too retarded? If society is based on the home life and the culture of the home that you were raised in, wouldn't you say that having a family and then holding the family accountable and holding your loved ones to a certain standard of accountability would be more greater for society, even on an internet level or on a societal level even? If we have more people that are holding themselves accountable to certain things, don't you think that the world as a whole would be better? And I know OG's on a phone call, so I've been trying to monologue to save myself as much as possible. Um, just like I said, I just don't understand the accountability of I'm going to talk shit on everybody. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. But yet I'm not going to hold myself to a standard that I shouldn't have said X thing, or I shouldn't have said Y thing, or I shouldn't have done X action, but yet I'm going to cry about everybody else doing it. Yeah, and that's the truth. Unfortunately, internet is becoming society these days. You have this world outside around you, in your local town, in your local homes, in your society around you, and in your sphere that you go out into every day, and you see the people at the gas station, or you see the people. The internet seems to be their place to purge. Yeah, well, I mean, but that's the problem. You shouldn't be purging your urges or your problems to people who just want to have a conversation, or people who want to talk about a certain political thing, or people want to talk about a certain societal change that we could see happening. There's no place for it. If you're going to purge and you're going to bitch and you're going to complain and you're going to cry and you're going to scream and shout and point fingers at everybody, make sure that you can hold yourself to the standard of what you're preaching to, is my only gripe. You can't say I'm a Christian man one breath and then say I'm going to fist fight you when I see you in Texas, or you're going to back out and run, or you're going to point at the woman with her tits hanging out, but then at the same time when you see a nicely dressed woman, it's okay. It's okay. Lakeland, no. In their minds, they are the arbiter of morals. Hilarious shit. I know. And George Carlin was one of the best comedians of all time. I always watched his stuff growing up with my stepdad. His stuff from the early 70s, 60s, his stuff from the 80s and 90s. If George Carlin was here today, he would have so much fucking good material, man. He would be making millions, or he would be canceled like that. He would be instantaneously canceled. I think what would happen to Dave Chappelle would happen to George Carlin, but times that by 100. But it's the grandeur of morality when you're up on the podium trying to be holier than thou, and you're looking down upon us peasants, but yet you yourself are the peasant that's just standing on the box. You're not better than anybody. You're just as dumb, you're just as poor, you're just as ugly, you're just as fat, you're just as this, you're just as that. You're not Jesus. You don't have a right to preach his gospel, meanwhile condemning hell upon other people or threatening other people with violence. As a Christian, you don't get to do it. Yes, as a Christian, you should stand strong, stand fast, and stand sturdy, and always have faith in God, and always have faith in Christ, and always have faith in the religion. But where the religion ends and the real world begins, you don't get to preach holier than thou. Meanwhile, you're in the bathroom with the prostitutes. That was my biggest issue with Martin Luther King. I don't like Martin Luther King. I think he was a shit individual, not because he was trying to make integration work, or not because he was trying to do all these civil acts and these civil rights acts and these things and that thing. It was because he was the one preaching at the podium. Meanwhile, he was in the hotel room next door with a hooker. I can't respect somebody who will preach a gospel 1 minute and then will be in the back seat of a car getting a blowy from a hooker on the interstate. Hypocrisy is the religion as viewed on the internet. Yeah. I mean, that's unfortunately, it's true. It is. Unfortunately, it is one of those things that, it's sad and it's true that it's the fact that you can be a hypocrite on the internet, get away with it, but then when you're called out for being said hypocrite on the internet, your feelings are more important than the person calling you out because they've realized that you're not being what you say you're being. And that's one of the reasons why I've always tried to just be me. This is me. This is real life me. This isn't internet Ashton versus real world Ashton. This is real. This is 100% who I am, who I was raised to be, how I always will be. If that offends you, I'm sorry. If it hurts your feelings, I'm sorry. But I'm not changing my ways or my life or my morals because some guy on the internet got upset about it, or some girl on the internet got upset about it. That's not how real life works, folks. That's not how any of this works, guys. If you can flip a switch on and become a persona of yourself while you're on the internet, and that's your persona, and that's not you in real life, and that's just you on the internet, then good on you for being a great actor. I'm proud of you. You should win an Oscar. But if you can't be real at the same time of being real on life that you are online, I can't carry the water of your morals. I can't carry the water of what you're saying to be justified or accountable because you yourself are not what you're saying to be accounted. I guess I just see hypocrisy from people online and just stop taking what they say, at least on that topic and related ones, seriously. I don't need to call them out just because I have YouTube. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. It's very fair, Shintai. That's one of those things where I kind of agree with you on. But I think as a society, we need to call it out. I think as a society of men and women who claim to be of the cross, who claim to be of the religion, of the faith, of any faith, whether it be Christian, whether you be Protestant, whether you be Baptist or Orthodox Christian or Roman Catholic or, you know, Hujamambi from Bombay, or whether you be Gala Gala Klok from fucking Iran, you don't have a right to stand on the shoulders of giants of which you preach from, and then fall face down on your face when you're called upon it. You know, you can't sit there and say, "Oh, I'm this good guy. I'm a Christian. I'm a real hardworking man. I'm a real person. I'm offended." But yet you yourself are calling the same person a whore, or you're calling that person a retard, or you're calling that person a sinner and not of the faith that you of the faith is. Why? Why? Do you actually think calling people out on YouTube makes them change their actions, or it just causes the fighting and drama that makes us all toxic and fuck? So, Shintai, I think that I don't understand the why question because I think I read this a little bit too late. But I think calling people out on their behavior on YouTube, it's a double-edged sword. I think that if we could call each other out on the behavior of those around us, even if, for example, um, let's say I'm on OG's panel and I'm talking all this shit on Muslims. And when I'm talking all this shit on Muslims, a Muslim comes up and says, "Hey man, you don't know our faith, you don't know our religion. I would ask you nicely to shut the fuck up about it." And I look at that man and I hold myself accountable and I go, "You know what? You're right. I don't know about your faith. I don't know about your religion. But what I do know is that you caused X, Y, and Z of these things to happen with that religion and with that faith. And I don't like it. And I think it should be shown for what toxic bullshit it is." I think that doesn't, it's not going to make them change their actions. It's not going to make them change who they are. It may cause drama. It may cause a little bit of clicks and views and stuff like that. But I think at the same time, as men, we should be able to call each other out and say, "Hey, you're fucking up," or "Hey, you're doing something that is stupid." I mean, I get it, and you guys could look at me and say, "Hey, this motherfucker's talking about shit," and then goes out and does the shit. I do. I really do. I say I don't like the drama, but yet I'm the first one sitting there in a panel going, "Yeah," you know. And I'll admit to it. That's where holding yourself accountable comes into it. You know, that's where holding yourself accountable and holding yourself to a higher standard is something that we all should strive to do. Make yourself accountable for your own actions, make yourself accountable for the things that you do, but don't sit here and preach grand morals. Don't sit here and preach the grand moralism, but yet you're not moral about anything. One moment, guys. Just got to help Tiny Toddler. I know OG's still on the phone because he's still muted up. Brief moment of intermission. While I'm letting this brief moment of intermission go by, I'm going to also pull up another video that I would like to try to watch. Oh, nope, that's my studio. I don't need that. I know. I'm putting your cartoons on. One moment, please. I apologize if you hear the 3-year-old in the background. She's the only one home with me right now. She is my accountability claim. She is the one that if I don't get her bottle, her sippy cup of milk or her cartoons on right away, she will hold my ass accountable and make sure that I am doing what I say I'll do. Let's see. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. We're gonna listen to. I'm gonna put Glenn Lawrence on with his wonderful Powder Dusty singing. What? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Why are you not working? Why are you not working? Why are you being dumb? Howdy, never lucky, upper ducky. How are you? Good to see you. Happy to see you in here. You based individual, you. Let me share screen. We're gonna go no. We're gonna go no. And no. And do know the owner of the content that will be provided. If he does copyright strike me, that would be really shitty. But hopefully Dusty won't see this and go, fuck that guy. I'm copyrighting him. We're gonna put it on feeder mode. OG, if you do come back up while I'm throwing the cartoons on and the video's playing, you can yell at me. You can. If you can hear me. Ha 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 ha. I know, Lathan. I'm putting on a video. 1 second, please.
No, the floss.
Really good.
Do the floss, Brid.
I only floss my teeth.
Dude, can you dab? You know how to dab?
Hold on a second. Y'all ready?
Yeah, there you go.
We be hit the trap.
Ah.
All right, hold on. Here we go. You know what, Flo? All right, we really close. We were like Epic and Ivory. What happened? Be together, every day together, always. I really feel that I'm losing my best friend. I can't believe this could be the end. And it looks as though you're letting go. And if it's real, well, I don't want to know.
Best thing ever.
I know just what you're saying. So
I do want to point out also that Dusty almost got his block clean knocked off by Glenn's hand in that last one. I feel bad because I seen that and I was like, oh God, it made my eyes go readjusted.
So does your voice. I don't need a reason. Don't tell me cause it hurts. Woo! Our memories.
All right, we're done with that one. I hate that they ruined Gwen for me. Shintai, I hate the fact that I had to see Glenn Lawrence and Dusty both sing at the same time, and I couldn't be there live to laugh at them. That's what I hate. I hate the fact that I couldn't see it live, and I couldn't watch it happen live, and I had to watch it on the fucking phone because ruh. That's why, because ruh. And don't mind me for my fat assness. I'm just sitting here trying to find some grub while I'm talking to you guys as well as sitting here being dumb. If anybody would like to come up, you're more than welcome to. We can shoot the shit. We can talk about some feelings. We can talk about accountability. We can talk about more things. Chuck, if you're still here, man, you're more than welcome to stop up here as well. I don't know if OG fell asleep while he was on the phone. If I had been in there live, been drinking, enjoy. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I probably would have joined in. I don't know if I would have been drinking because the whole sobriety thing. But I definitely would have joined in. I would have been screaming at the top of my lungs like a fucking retard, just because that's who I am, and I'm accountable for it. and I hold myself to such standard because I know in my heart of hearts, my soul of souls, that's just who I am. But all right, we've been going for 2 hours almost, guys. 2 hours of streaming, 2 hours of fun, some laughs, some cries, some content. I hope that people can understand where I'm coming from. And I hope that people can see where I'm coming from when it comes to the drama, when it comes to the factors that be and the problems that can create from that. And I also hope that people can see the factor that when calling out shitty behavior and being a shittier human than the behavior that you're calling out, you lose ground. You lose the ability to hold the moral high ground when you can't contain yourself morally, ethically, or juxtaposably. And that's where a lot of people, I think, are going to lose respect for certain creators. I think that's where a lot of people lose the initial respect that they may have had for a creator. And that's where I want people to see. Like, I'm not gonna, myself included, in any of it. I'm not gonna hold anybody to a standard that I don't hold to myself. I'm not gonna make judgments on people that I know for a fact that I would do the same fucking thing on. So if I can hold myself to that accountability and to that course of action, I think others can too, and I think others should. I think other people should hold themselves accountable. And if anybody's in the chat lurking and you want to respond or you want to say something, the floor's open, guys. The water's great. Jump on in. Come on up. You know, I know I've talked a lot about the Crucible. I know I've talked a lot about Speakeasy and his bullshit. And if he wanted to come over and he'd come in right now, if he would ask me to put OG down, I would tell him no. um, because I feel like he could have, if he couldn't have a responsible conversation as an adult with another man here that he dislikes, then he can't hold a moral high ground on those that don't like him. Thank you, Shintai. You're being a great chat host. Let's all give a round of applause to Shintai in the chat. He's a great mod. He's sitting out here doing the Lord's work, ladies and gentlemen. He's been enticing me with his questioning and his brain. So I appreciate him for that. And Shintai, you're a great man. You're a wonderful guy. I don't know why everybody always talks shit on you, but you're such a good guy. You're a great guy. What are the best they say? Um, and I kind of have grievances that I'd like to air about other people that I know would probably get back to them, and then it would probably start another drama war like it did before. And I don't know how I feel about doing it right now or right this moment. But it is one of those things where I'm looking at it through, like OG said earlier, we're kind of looking at things through rose-colored glasses. So I don't want it to be like that for people. Don't mind me if you hear the rustling of bags. That's just me being a fat ass and being in my refrigerator at the same time. It's just, I don't know. I don't understand, and this is another thing that probably get a lot of people going, and a lot of people irritated and pissed off. I don't understand why the so-called Crucible crew and the so-called Panelverse can have somebody like me, like other people, that can say we go to everywhere, we watch everywhere. Like let's take example. Let's use Marilyn because she was here earlier and she kind of had a good input. It's weird that as an entertainer, you're gatekeeping those people of which you entertain. The people that you entertain go to everywhere because they want to see bits and sides of everything. They want to be able to watch everybody equally and not be judged because of watching everybody equally. That's how I started. That's how I started YouTube. I started YouTube by watching Andrew Wilson debates, then watching Sarah the Raging Tomato debates, then going on Sarah's panels, then hopping on different panels with like lower class and doing debates on his for fun, and meeting Beth and meeting OG and meeting Powder Dusty. Hell, the first interaction I had with Dusty, he paid to boot my ass from fucking Sarah's panel. From that point on, I watched his channel and I realized this dude's fucking hilarious. This guy's awesome. Like, yeah, not everybody agrees with him on his politics, not everybody agrees with him on his life, but we're not all gonna be agreeing 100% of the time, and we're not all gonna be, in the same court or in the same field all the same time. Yes. If it is the purpose to hold them accountable, doing it to us instead of them is pointless. Yeah, I agree. And I wish that people would just hold themselves to the accountable fact. Hold themselves to the factor of which they hold themselves to the factor of which they should hold themselves accountable. Hold themselves to the point where you made the mistake or you acted like an idiot. You said hurtful, mean things on the internet. Okay, well, what were the hurtful things? What were the mean things? What was the point? I apologize, tiny human. One moment. Tiny human heard mashed potatoes in the microwave and went, "Ooh, mashed potatoes! I want some of those now." And comes running out and goes, "Dad, noodles! They're not noodles, they're mashed potatoes. I'll take them either way." You know, if anybody wanna come up and tell me how I'm an idiot and how I'm wrong and how I don't understand what I'm saying? If you have a grievance with me, maybe you should call me out and discuss it with me, not necessarily a public dressing down, but telling everyone else just to air it out is just gossiping. Yeah, yeah, that is kind of true, man. You know, I agree with you on that, and I think though, I think another thing too of it, Shintai, is um, if you if you're calling me out in public and we've already had the conversation in private, then I think at that point you're just trying to make yourself look better to a certain degree. Kind of like how, you know, how it all happens. It's always, oh, look at me, look at me, look at me. I did this, I did this, I did that. But when you call out the bad behavior of the people that are doing the bad thing, oh no, I never did it that way. I never do things that way. I'm not that person. Well, you kind of are. You kind of are that person. Um, you know. OG, if you're talking, brother, you're on mute and you've been on mute for a while. Are you still here? Can't you hear me crying? Still only 3 likes on the video, at least from what I see. I don't know. I muted myself. 14 likes. Holy shit, I do need to reload my shit. Oh my god damn. It's been 2 hours, been kind of chatting about everything myself here. I wish I had the connections of people to get more people up here to kind of have a civil, decent conversation with one another. I feel like a lot of people could come together on my channel and could actually talk without being a bunch of fucking pussies. Without being, let's call it pussydom. Without being an asshole. Without being stupid about it. Again, I think the fighting thing is dumb. I think the boob gate thing is dumb. I think that to a certain extent, airing out easy shit, his personal life shit is dumb. But it's funny. It's fucking hilarious. We watch it because of the entertainment value. And I'm no better. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Most of this drama and their toxic stuff is because too many people are involved. too many people not involved in the grievance to get involved now. Everyone has an opinion and wants to be heard. Yeah. And I think another thing too on the internet is you have the ability to be heard. If I broke poor man from Pennsylvania have an internet connection, I can hop on here and tell poor broke man from Georgia that we're both broke and poor, but we both have opinions that are differing from each other, and we can still have a conversation without being assholes with each other. I think that's pretty fucking neat. I also think it's pretty neat that we can um do these things, and we can, you know, have conversations with one another and have different things with one another, to where people can come together. People can you know people can actually come together and share those ideas and share those things. And hell, if it's the factor that people get upset about it and butthurt about it, then so be it. Not everybody's going to like everything that everybody says. Not everybody is going to be, you know, kumbaya, chill, singing together in the shower with each other. And we're all going to have our own differing opinions. But at the same time, if you can hold yourself to the accountability and you can hold yourself to a certain standard, then you should be able to have your opinion heard. You should be able to hear, and I hate to quote it, but Steven Crowder kind of said it best. The internet is not for the people that want to be heard. It's for the people that need to be heard. It's those that are pushing the narratives and changing the stories and changing the ideals and changing the societal makeup that we live in, to make their points the more reality than the other points that are not there. And if you don't stand on it, and you don't stand on your 10 toes and go, no, we're not doing that, it runs wild like wildfire. It spreads to everything. It changes everything. And it kind of ruins things as well. And it's kind of sad to an extent, because I wish we could all get along. I do. I know that's never going to happen, but I also wish at the same time we could all have conversations. We do. Give me 1 second. That's the parts I'm here for. The talking about ideas, views, and discussions, not really talking about people, but talking about people is what pays the bills. So I try to find the nuggets in the mud. Yeah, man. You know, talking about people does kind of pay the bills, and does kind of do some cool things whenever you do it the right way and you have the ability to do it the right way. Like I said, I'm not shitting on anybody personally. I'm not I'm not saying that I'm the grand arbiter of morality, and that I should be the person you look to for good moral teachings. No, I refer you to the Bible for that. I refer you to society pre feminism. Like, you know, but that's not the world we live in anymore, and that's what's sad. It's sad that we we don't live in a world for where we can talk to one another, share ideals, and not have a complete shit show on it. We can't just go out in the world and talk to people anymore like we used to, and find common ground, or find commonality about it. Like, let me see here. Let me see. I need the thing. Ta-da! Where's the thing? Come on, guys, where's the thing? What's that? Oh, Einstein's that. Einstein flash. What up, Einstein? You sexy bitch. Let's see here. We're gonna get back to where is the channel? Where did it go? Look how I clicked on Beth's channel earlier, and now it's like gone forever. Where'd you go? Where the fuck did it go? Okay, I know I'm not that fucking retarded. Oh, what the fuck? That's not what I wanted to do. That's not what I wanted to do at all. Let's see. Let's see here. Where's that? I'm trying to find a timestamp of it. Now I am gonna play a part of the video, and this is where I'm coming in it from. The whole bullshit. It's not it. It's just this. I'm trying to find the exact point. I think it's right here. Beth, where are you? I need your help. I need your help on your channel. Beth, please, Beth, come hither. Sorry, guys, just trying to watch this and see where I'm trying to find it. Give me a second here, guys. Just trying to. So this is I'm gonna pull this up. And like I said, this is the type of interactions that I'm talking about to where accountability this is where accountability of your own actions come into play. This is where had the accountability been there, it wouldn't have been as bad. But where some men and some people fall off,
you can't hold it in. You can't hold it in, bro. When you get those urges, hold it. God damn you,
fight you IRL. I will.
Like that's the kind of spastic behavior of somebody who can't hold themselves accountable, but yet being held accountable and holding others to account for shit they do when thus not doing it. And it's sad. It's truly sad. It's truly sad. I wish that there was a better way.
I asked him to repeat the shit earlier. He can't do it. All he can do is sit up here and deflect.
All right.
Okay, thank you. Fuck.
So in this next portion, this is where This is where I get slightly irritated with the Christian bullshit. This is where I wanted to call him out on it, but I didn't really get the chance to. And I would call anybody out on it. If it was Rocky, if it was Trippy, if it was OG, if it was Dusty, any of them. The type of behavior that's shown, this is what I would call out.
Fuck's sakes, a bunch of repeating. What you just said, first off, you just said that I wasn't trying to get them to fight. If I wanted to try to get them to fight, I would have did this, and that. No, and literally the only moment I thought I was about to have respect for OG, you came up to give him shit for not bringing her up.
This is not where I wanted. Hold on.
Yeah, easy. This is a chance why that's not an answer to my question. My question was, how does it benefit my answer to benefiting because that's what his parents are doing? He's good.
Oh, hey, you're back.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to give Tucker a bath, and then I had an angel to talk to. No, like, have you ever just talked to somebody that recharged your battery and made you happy?
Yes, every day whenever I come home from a long ass day at work and my 3-year-old looks at me and starts making mindless jibber jabber, my brain just goes into dad mode and I go, oh yes, this is what I do this for. My body hurts, my belly hurts, and my head hurts. But but the little voice at the end of the bed saying, love you, Dad, while falling asleep on the pillow knowing I have 900 million things to do. Yes, 110%.
I hope to one day feel that, but I'm not quite there yet.
You'll get there. Give it time. I never, dude, honest to God, I never in a million years would would be where I am today. Never thought of that in a million years.
That's the end goal, man. Like, real shit. Real talk, G.
Like, brother, I used to smoke a shit ton of weed. I used to drink about a fifth or two of Jack every day. And I used to partake in substances that were not legal for my own body. And yeah. Yeah, I was not a very good person. And for me to be able to change my life around and find a person that finally kicked my ass to say, hey, you're not doing good and you're fucking up, and I think you could be a better person, takes a little bit of love and understanding, but it goes a long way.
Well, that's why women nag us, so we do better.
Hell yeah. And I'm okay with it. I used to hate it. I used to hate it with my ex-wife. But me and her were not good for each other. And I should have listened to my friends. And I should have listened to my family. But my wife now, my current wife that I've been married to for the past we've been married for 7, together for about 10. She doesn't nag me. She doesn't. She does this real subtle thing, and it pisses me off because it works so fucking well. She just gives me a little look and she goes, hey, I'm really tired. Could you do that load of dishes that's in the sink? I don't really want to. My feet hurt. Can you go fold laundry for me? She won't nag me about doing it. She'll ask me very nicely, very politely to go do it. And I think in my head, hey, maybe if I go do these little mindless tasks around the house, maybe I'll get lucky tonight. But it always ends the same way, alone at the bottom of the bed with the kid kicking me in the head and a wife trying to steal the blanket. So remember, fellas, doing the honey to-do list does not get your honey to do your list. But I feel like you wanted to say something in regards to what we're watching. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, no, fuck that. I don't care about these people enough.
Fuck that. While you were out, Chuck did come in with a nice $20 Cash App donation, and I thanked him for it. As always, based. Meanwhile, I'm also stuffing my face with a homemade mashed potato bowl from KFC.
You lucky bastard.
Well, so my wife brought home a large thing of mashed potatoes, a large thing of green beans, like 10 chicken tenders, and like a couple biscuits. So what I did was I made the mashed potatoes, I put some gravy on them, and then I shredded up some of the chicken tenders and just kind of mixed it all together. Actually tastes pretty good. for being leftover KFC food. It's actually not bad. But what is to come down the pipe from this, OG? What do you think might happen to me or might happen to my channel because of making fun of people?
Once they get sufficiently ass hurt, they'll start reporting you.
Woo!
Yeah, because I'm dealing with that now, and they can say, "Oh, it's not da da da, it's not da da da." But the simple fact of the matter is, only time my videos get put on the adult watch list is when I'm talking about a certain group of people, and
which is
it's just retarded.
Which is very silly for a certain group of people.
It's also the only time I ever get somebody tries to porn bomb me.
I never get porn bombed. I really wish I would. I just want it to happen one time, like just so I can laugh at it.
So why is it so small?
Dude, did I tell you about a couple months ago what happened to the wife and I?
Mm-mm.
So you remember how people were trying to start shit with my wife on Instagram and Facebook, saying I was cheating on her, all this shit. Somebody sent her a picture that looked similar to me. Wasn't me. 110% wasn't me. But they looked similar to me, and they were naked jacking off. They sent that to my wife. Okay. My wife texted them back, and this is 10 toes down the reason I love this woman and the reason why I love her so much. Sends them a text back and says, "Ha, that's funny. It's not big enough, and the guy's not fat enough to be my husband. Nice try, though." I got a phone call. Give me 1 second here, guys. Oh, God damn it. Why is my phone being gay?
It's always being gay. So how's everybody doing? Your boy OG is just kind of big chilling. There is some stuff down there. There's some plans for content tomorrow. I'm gonna probably, when Ashtray gets done streaming, I'm probably gonna fire one up because my buddy Drew wants to talk about boring old politics. But I mean, personally, it's not boring to me, and I'm looking to have some fun talking to Drew. If y'all remember who the homie Drew is. So hopefully y'all remember. Ashtray, you can't leave me like this. I was not expecting it. Tragic, terrible leaving.
I apologize that I am on the phone with my loving, dearing wife right now. Un momento, por favor.
Unto momento, por favor. I used to piss off all my Hispanic friends by speaking really bad Spanish at them. Caliente la boca. Siete. Vise me wa bay.
Quesadilla on queso. I want one of them empanadas with some of that guacamole.
I don't know how to write in Spanish, but if you're talking Spanish, I can get the gist of what you're saying.
Yeah, I from working for I worked for DirecTV before I worked at the job I'm working at now as a tech person over the phone. And anytime we would get like bilingual customers or we would get like international customers, we would have to fucking get a translator, which fucking sucked. I don't know if you've ever experienced Vietnamese hell like I've experienced Vietnamese hell. The one time I had to get a customer, it was a Vietnamese customer, international. And I did not understand a fucking word this dude was saying. He was making clicking noises and like yelling at me in like 4 different languages at the same time. And I got scared. Like, I was like, what is it? Why is he so angry at me?
Why is he yelling?
And like I'm sitting there and I'm like, what do I do? Like I was just new to the job. And my boss comes over and goes, oh hey, you're having an issue with that Vietnamese guy? Yeah, I am having an issue with that Vietnamese guy. He goes, we have a translator just for that reason. I'm like, what do you mean we have a translator? Why didn't anybody tell me about this? Meanwhile, I'm pissing this dude off because I just keep saying, sir, I can't understand a word you're saying. Sir, can you please talk in English? I don't understand what you're saying. And I'm just pissing this dude off more and more and more because he's yakking in fucking Vietnamese. And I'm going, sir, stop it.
Sir. Please, sir.
But I can't understand the words coming out of your mouth.
I'm gonna need you to speak the proper language.
I'm gonna need you to speak the right language, please. English.
It's like, I'm sorry, sir. I'm not trying to order some refried beans right now.
You're eating free fried beans.
I said, I'm sorry, sir. I'm not trying to order refried beans right now. I got my racisms wrong, and I should feel ashamed. This is why they're trying to take my this is why they're trying to make me turn in my fucking hood and my cross, man. I swear.
Sir, you meant to say fried rice. You don't want your fried rice.
There's only one way for me to keep my racism card now. Literally shout out the N-word.
If you do, so help me God, I will say wind chimes every time I'm on your panel. I'm making a personal vendetta to come up on your channel and say 2-3 words at most.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Mississippi wind chime.
Alabama. Who can play at this game, sir?
Sir, I don't think you understand. I was named after the capital of Alabama. Bring your shit. Like, I grew up in the north, but my family was mainly from the south. If you want to talk about our ethics, like,
Southerners have great ethics. If you're people,
they're people now. Okay, only a third.
Lord, I'm gonna get you in trouble. You're gonna get shanked.
The only one that might come up and yell at me for this talk would be Joe Cool, and I haven't seen Joe Cool in here yet, so. But he can come.
I think Joe Cool is mad at me.
I haven't seen Joe Cool for a hot minute. My last stream that I did, he was on. But I haven't seen hide nor hair of him for a hot minute right now.
I don't know.
Meanwhile, I'm over here trying to do dishes and talk to everybody at the same time. That's why I like streaming in my kitchen. I don't understand why I do it. I just like standing in front of the sink and trying to do dishes at the same time while trying to talk to people and have intelligent, slightly conversations. Like, 1 second here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to. Keep everybody entertained. I don't know what to do.
Oh no, you're good. I'm actually gonna probably be wrapping it up. The wife and the other kid just got home. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, thank you very much to OG for his wonderful conversations today. Thank you all to the wonderful viewers and donators of the channel and hitting that like button and sharing this with their friends and family. And yeah, OG, you said you're gonna fire up a stream.
Probably a little bit later. I got to make sure my homie is ready.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna head out. May God be with you all, and peace, love, and chicken grease. And remember, get your pets spayed or neutered.
No! Tucker looked at me like, Bar?
Tucker's like, no, not my boss.
Not my no-no square.